You and Your Young Child, a program of information and services available for you and your child from prenatal to age 5. You and Your Young Child has been brought to you in part by Minor Family Dentistry and by the Sternberg Museum of Natural History. Minor Family Dentistry would like to bring you the following dental health tip. It's recommended to have a dental checkup no later than your child's first birthday. An adult should brush for a young child and monitor older children's brushing to ensure a good job is done. Flossing should start when teeth are touching. Minor Family Dentistry wishes you good dental health. Families, including children of all ages, are welcome. Minor Family Dentistry, 1010 Downing and Hayes. Find them in the Next Tech directory.
So, you think you have skeletons in your closet? Come to Sternberg Museum, where we let our skeletons out of the closet.
Hello, and welcome to You and Your Young Child, the program devoted to early childhood. My name is Dana Stanton, and I'm the coordinator of USD 489 Early Grants. And with me today is Tami Schwindt. Good morning, Tami.
Hello.
Now, first of all, Tami, tell us what organization you work for and what do you do there?
I work for Families Together Incorporated. I'm the program director. Been there for over 20 years. We serve families that have children with disabilities, ages 0 to 26. We are the Kansas Parent Training and Information Network. Each state has what we call a PTI, and we are the PTI for Kansas. Our services are free. The main thing that we do with families is they call in with questions, concerns, resources. We do trainings. We provide a resource library, just a multitude of resources for families when they call in. The unique thing about our agency is we are all parents that have children with disabilities. So when parents call in, they're speaking to someone that's been there and can understand the system. So that's, when they call in, we can certainly pretty much work with them and understand where they're coming from.
Yes, and that's important in that situation. Now, you mentioned trainings and workshops. What kind of workshops do you provide for families?
We provide anything from early childhood workshops, infant, toddler, getting the families ready for that transition into that next step of services, teaching them. The main goal that we have is to empower parents, to educate them, to be positive advocates for their kids, to get out there and be able to be a voice for them. So the workshops consist of infant, toddler, special education law, understanding that process, transitioning from early childhood to regular education classrooms, transitioning to adult life, as well as navigating the healthcare system, stress management, mom and dads, just a multitude of things. One of the focuses that we are on now as far as training is bullying, because a lot of our kids with special needs, get bullied in the school setting. So we'll work with them as well as the parents on how to work with that and understand it.
Now, I imagine relationships between parents are great, especially parents who've been there, done that. I know you have a program called Parent to Parent. Could you tell me a little more about that?
I think the Parent to Parent is one of the unique programs that we match parents that have just kind of begun the journey of having a child with a disability to parents that have been there for a while and have gone through that journey. So and they're called supporting parents. So they have someone to actually call and say, I have this concern or issue. Yes, is this normal? Yeah. It could be anything from understanding the disability to sibling issues to sexuality. So it's just having that other parent that they can actually talk to, and the parent can help them with resources, help them kind of get through the system. If they need to cry, they can cry. So it's a program that we've had for quite some time, and it's very useful.
Now, another program you've mentioned to me about the Family to Family Health Center. What is that about?
The Family to Family Health Center, we've had that about 6 years now. And what that does is works with families that have children with special health care needs, with severe significant diagnoses. Because in the healthcare system, and we all know there's concerns today, navigating that complex system can be very difficult. And so we have staff on hand that the families can actually talk to about health care, resources, insurance. We can actually do matches with families with health care concerns as well. And all of our services are free, and everything is confidential. But we have staff We have an office in Wichita, Topeka, Garden City, and Kansas City. Our office in Garden City covers all 46 counties, and we do have bilingual staff in each office that can serve our bilingual families.
Now, you said your office is in Garden City, but this is, primarily the Hayes region. So people from Hayes would call your office in Garden City.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. Now, you've got a note here about family enrichment weekends. Tell me about those.
Those are so fun. I went to the first one when my son was about 2, back in 1984, which is when we had our first enrichment weekend. All of the families come together, and usually at a hotel somewhere. They bring the kids, and we pick up the tab. It's an overnight stay. Parents get to kind of work with other families, do a lot of networking. We have mom and dad's groups. The parents spend time in doing workshops, listening to workshops, getting some training, while the kids are matched up with companions, typically from a university or college setting, the siblings as well as the kids with special needs. And they do activities all day. We do sibling groups. It's just a lot of fun for the families, but it's also a learning experience, and it's all free to families. Just another way to learn some training and get some networking going.
Now, you have some upcoming events. Tell me about those.
We have a couple bullying workshops in Garden City in April. April 4th and 11th, one in English and one in Spanish. We also have our enrichment weekend coming up, and it's in Wichita. We move those around the state. April 20th, we have one in Wichita. And then April 27th, we have one in Topeka. We also have one in Salina that we scheduled in Spanish in October. And if once we get that scheduled, families can certainly call and find dates out for those. We also have a statewide that's coming up too. So if you check our website, we have lots of things going on across the state. You can always find a place in your region, the state, where we're doing something. If there is a need and you want us to do something, give us a call. We'll come out and do it for you.
For instance, I was a parent. I want you to do a training on autism. They could contact you, and you could help them either find one or help them facilitate something.
Yeah, we actually do trainings on autism for families as well as professionals. We do work with professionals. The goal is to get them to be team members and to partner up and to navigate that system together if they can. So we usually will have about any workshop that you're going to need.
Okay. Now, lots of good information. If there's a family out there who wants more information, wants to contact you, if you give us your phone number and your website address.
Okay. Our 800 number is 800-820-6364. Our Spanish line that comes directly into our Spanish staff is 800-499-9443. And our website is familiestogether.inc.org. We're also on Facebook, so you can find us about anywhere.
All right. Tami, thank you so much. Really important information. We appreciate it. Once again, Hayes families, this is just not if you're in Garden City. You can call Tami, and she can help you here in Hayes. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
You've been watching You and Your Young Child, the program devoted to early childhood. Parents, remember, you are your child's first and best teacher. Thank you.
Thanks for watching You and Your Young Child, a program of information and services available for you and your child from prenatal to age 5. You can watch the program weekdays in the noon and 9 o'clock hours. You and Your Young Child has been brought to you in part by Minor Family Dentistry and by the Sternberg Museum of Natural History.